What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Alex. I like talking about movies, and today I'm going to be talking about the movie Shotgun Wedding. Shotgun Wedding is out now on Amazon Prime and stars Jennifer Lopez and Josh Duhamel. Darcy and Tom gather their families for the ultimate destination wedding, but when the entire party is taken hostage, Till Death Do Us Part takes on a whole new meaning in this hilarious adrenaline-fueled adventure as Darcy and Tom must save their loved ones if they don't kill each other first. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I completely wrote this movie off. I was ready to say that it was going to be in my worst of the year list at the end of the year. I was ready to just put a January movie on that list because there's nothing there yet. Like, what the fuck is going on with January? Stop taking steroids. I said this in my last video. And still, January, stop taking steroids. What is happening? Because yet again, this movie surprised me. I'm not saying that this is a great movie or anything, because it's not, but it did surprise me. It's a lot better than I expected. In saying that, you're probably, at the end of this video, you're probably going to say, well, how did you enjoy that as much as you did if you have so many negative things about it to say? Well, I guess I'll get the negatives out of the way first. First of all, this movie's script is a complete mess. It follows every action comedy cliche to a T. It follows every rom-com cliche to a T, to the point where you think you know the characters, and then there's specific revelations about these characters, and these two characters kind of break apart, and then they really bond, and they really actually get deeper into each other's lives, and they really come together at camaraderie, and that's how it all ends, and they're married, and or a boyfriend and girlfriend at the end. That you've seen it all before. It's everything you could imagine. Just some dumb, stupid plot for an action comedy that's done to death, that it's nothing original. One of my biggest issues, though, is that since this is marketed as an action comedy, I didn't think the comedy was all that strong. There were definitely some laugh out loud moments, and those moments were great. I got worried, though, towards about like 45 minutes into the movie. I said, I haven't laughed at a single thing yet. But luckily, there were a few laugh out loud moments where I was actually gut busting laughing, and it was pretty funny in those sequences. I just wish that the comedy in the rest of the movie didn't feel as forced, and it felt more natural as it did in those scenes. And actually, the jokes in those scenes actually felt like that they were pretty thought out, instead of trying to force like lines of dialogue or slapstick upon the audience just to try and get this gut reaction and try to make you laugh. It's almost as if that somebody who wasn't a comedian, or somebody who didn't have as strong of a sense of humor like me, tried to write this movie and tried to make it jokes. It really feels like that action comedy aspect feels like it was pulled from another movie and put into this movie. It is interesting, though. I will say the funniest character in this movie by far is Jennifer Coolidge, especially at the end. There was just something at the end where I just started dying laughing, and of course it was Jennifer Coolidge. I was like, that's classic Stifler's mom right there. Okay, that's all I needed. But yeah, it's full of a lot of stupid twists and turns, and really just out of nowhere villains that feel very cookie cutter. Didn't really need to have the villain in this movie be the actual villain. There's pretty sure one guy was trying to do his best Bane from Dark Knight Rises impersonation, or his audition. Sorry, buddy, it's like 11 years too late. But where this movie works is the chemistry between Jennifer Lopez and Josh Duhamel. I think that they actually worked really well together. I mean, Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, is proven that she is pretty capable as an actress. Every time I see something with her, I'm like, that's going to be the absolute biggest pile of shit I've ever seen. Then I saw Hustlers, and I said, Jennifer Lopez was actually really good in Hustlers, and she's pretty good here. I mean, the movie takes advantage of her because it's like, well, it's Jennifer Lopez. I have a scene where she takes her clothes off, of course. I mean, yeah, she's beautiful. I get it. I ain't complaining. I mean, seriously, like, how old is she? 50 something? She doesn't look it. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying, like, of course, it's Jennifer Lopez. So they're like, of course, let's just make her, take articles of clothing off. But I thought she and Josh Duhamel worked really well together in this movie, and I actually bought that these two loved each other and kind of hated each other at the same time. And like I've already stated, there were some comedy bits that I thought really, really worked, where I was actually laughing. I was having a good time watching it, and I guess that's my biggest takeaway from this movie. Even though It does have a lot of script cliches. The comedy feels really forced at times, and it doesn't feel as naturally woven in as it probably should. I think it's the camaraderie between Jennifer Lopez and Josh Duhamel and their escapades and what they have to do to actually save all the guests at their wedding. Like, just the antics of that, I think, even if it wasn't funny, it was just the lighthearted tone that made it fun. There wasn't a specific moment in this movie where I felt like I wasn't at least engaged, or that I felt like I wasn't having a good time. That's the biggest compliment I can give this movie, as well as saying it's a lot better than I expected it to be. So yeah, I'm pretty much like right in the middle in this movie where I didn't think I was going to be. I enjoyed Shotgun Wedding with at least half a bucket of popcorn. Yeah, color me shocked. January, I don't know what is going on. Can we keep this up into February and beyond? Like, I would love it if every movie is just decent to good this year, where I don't have to do a worst of the year list at the end of the year. So if you guys are watching Shotgun Wedding and is on Amazon Prime right now, I want to know what you think of it in the comments section below. Drop me your thoughts down there. I will leave my link to my website in the description below as well. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex Madden, and I'll see you at the movies somewhere.